ब्रह्मरूपमादिमध्यशेषसर्वभासकम् भावषट्कहीनरूपनित्यसत्यमद्वयम् वाङ्मनोतिगोचरञ्च नेति नेति भावितम् तं नमामि देवदेव रामकृष्णमीश्वरम्. One of the devotees of Ramana Maharshi of Tiruvannamalai was undergoing a lot of problems in his life. He had lost his father. There were people sick in his house. And since this was way back before 1950s, he had a lot of responsibilities and he was finding it very difficult to make both ends meet. So he decided to go to Ramana Maharshi and seek some solace. He travelled by train. He got down at Tiruvannamalai station, got into a horse cart, and then reached the ashram. Ramana Maharshi used to sit in a hall where everybody would come and sit silently. And some of the people used to ask the doubts also. So this person reached the hall, sat there. He was so perturbed and disturbed. He couldn't keep silent. So he told Ramana Maharshi, Bhagwan, he used to be addressed as Bhagwan, Bhagwan, I have a lot of problems. Ramana Maharshi used to hardly speak, and most of his teachings used to be through silence, or sometimes he would open his mouth, and this was one of those times. He looked into the eyes of the devotee. He asked him, look, I want to ask you something. How did you reach Tiruvannamalai? He said, by train? All right. After getting down from the train, how did you reach the ashram? The man said that I came through a horse cart. Okay, Ramana Maharshi said, have you brought any luggage with you? He said, yes, I have a small trunk in which I have kept my clothes. Where did you keep it when you were traveling in the train? He said, below my feet, under the seat on which I was sitting. And what about when you traveled on the horse cart? He said, I kept it again below my feet. Ramana Maharshi said, so you are not carrying the burden on your head, did you? The devotee said, no, Bhagwan. Immediately, the devotee, it struck him, that actually that's what most of us are doing. Life is an ongoing process in which we have a lot of problems and tribulations, trials, and good things also. Many times we get good things also. But they don't last always. They just pass away, pass off like water. The education these days is, it's good that children are becoming very ambitious, and they set their goals and they try to reach them, and many of them reach. We say that their IQ should be good. Their EQ, the emotional quotient, also should be good. And we say that they should be social, and that social quotient also should be good. But amidst all this, going after goals and things like that, like bank balance and name and fame and house and, so many things, it appears we are forgetting something very, very important in life. That is, are we happy? Many of the people, it may not strike them that all these achievements and the so-called reaching the goals and becoming what they want to become are all means to be happy. This basic happiness itself is forgotten, and we go after the goals. And sometimes it so happens that, or I would say most of the time, what happens to most of the people is we get carried away by situations, events. We get carried away by somebody's remarks. We get carried away by situations which are there. Because life is a whole package. It doesn't have always only achievements and happiness all the time. There are many moments when we are or we have to face so many problems. We forget this happiness, this aspect of happiness, and it so happens that somehow or the other we are going astray, and it appears that is our happiness, the remote of our happiness is being given in somebody else's hands. It is given in the hands of events. It is given in the hands of situations. So basically, what life has to teach us, or what we have to learn from life is an ongoing process. It keeps on going, and good and bad things happen. Great things happen. Sometimes they bring us low. But is it necessary to go down to that level or become so unhappy or get irritated and angry or something like that? All our emotions, the negative emotions, should we react to those situations like that? This question, suppose we start asking ourselves, then perhaps we will be doing a very great service to ourselves. This COVID-19, the coronavirus, is teaching us something, that we are at homes, our homes, we are restricted. Literally, it's something like house arrest. And perhaps we can use this time and spare some time for ourselves. Give us time for ourselves. First of all, why is it that we get disturbed? We get disturbed because the mind is extremely active. We are unable to sleep. We are unable to enjoy the food which we have prepared. We are unable to enjoy the nature around us because the mind is extremely active, and this active and it has a vicious speed as such. It goes and it wants to grab things, and mentally we grab so many things, so we get disturbed. So meditation is something like a medicine. Just as when we have a headache, we take maybe an aspirin. When we have fever, we take paracetamol. When we are disturbed mentally, when we are worried, when we have some concern for future or regrets of the past, then medicine is a very good medicine, a very effective medicine. And the earlier we learn to meditate, the better it is for us. I'll conclude this introduction with a small, very wonderful episode in the life of King Solomon. It's a biblical story. It is said that Solomon had a very wise minister, Byzantine by name. And then he called the minister and said that, look, basically Solomon was supposed to be a very wise king. And then he said, look, I want a panacea, I want a medicine, or I want a trick, something like a solution, something like a technique, to not to become too excited when there is happiness, and never to go down when there is unhappiness. An event happens and I get disturbed, or something good happens, then I get excited. How to stop it? Or how to be with equipoise, be balanced. And I said, I want the solution in the form of something to wear on my body. Maybe a necklace or something else. So that when I wear it, I'll remember that particular technique which is given. But then he said, Byzantine, look, I want this solution within 2 days. 48 hours I'll give you. Byzantine was worried because probably one can give an advice or something like that, and it will take time, and then it will require a lot of effort. He has to listen to whatever I have to say. He had solution for that. He had to listen. The king had to listen. But he is giving 2 days and then asking me to give an ornament. What shall I do? He went on roaming around, and then he was unable to sleep. He was unable to do anything else, and 1 day was over, 1.5 days was over, and by evening he had almost given up. And he was walking, it seems he was walking in a street. There he saw an old man selling small articles. Somehow he felt that this old man may have the solution for my problem. So he went and told the old man and told his problem. He said, wait, I have just that thing for you, he said. And he took out a ring. He went inside and wrote something, he etched something on that ring. And he said, you give this to the king and tell the king whenever there is a situation for overexcitement or depression, he can look at the ring. Byzantine looked at the ring and he laughed. He took the ring to the king next day in the morning and he said, Your Highness, or your whatever, Excellency, you take this ring and wear it. The King Solomon, he took that ring and looked at it. There were 4 words etched on that ring. This too shall pass. This too shall pass. Actually, if we remember these 4 words in our life, I think we'll do a lot of things. Good things also come, they pass. Bad things also happen to us, they also pass. I mean, it's never stagnant. Life is not stagnant. Remember that. And now we learn how to be in the present. For remembering these 4 words, I think we have to be in the present, because our mind either goes back or it goes into the future. There is concern and worry because of future, and there is regrets or some kind of problem in the past also, and we are never in the present. We shall try to sit as comfortably as possible. If you are able to cross your legs, fine. If not, don't worry about it. Sit on a comfortable chair. Keep your back and neck straight. Keep your hands in the most comfortable manner, preferably on your knees. Or else, you can clasp your hands. Let us now center the body. You are sitting in a room. Forget all other rooms. You are sitting on the chair. Forget the room. You be exclusively in the chair at this moment. Keeping your body steady. There should not be any movement. Slowly start taking your mind, starting from the head. Feel the head. Come to the forehead. Feel the forehead. Let your eyes be closed in the most relaxed manner. Let there be no wrinkles on your forehead. If there is a small smile on your face, you will feel the whole face relaxed. A particular position of the neck is most comfortable for you. Keeping it as straight as possible. Keep the neck relaxed. Come to the shoulders. The arms, the forearms, the hands and the palms. Again, come to the neck. Let's move downwards. Chest, relax the chest. Relax the abdomen. You will find a very rhythmic movement of the abdomen as you inhale and exhale. Your back, upper back, middle back, and the lower back. Hips, relax the hips. Thighs, relax the thighs. Knees, shin, calf muscles, ankles, heels. As and when you start paying attention to a particular part of your body, you'll find that the body starts relaxing. Don't do anything, just allow the body to relax. Let us now come to the feet, the toes, and the soles of the feet. Now we are centered in the body. Nothing else will disturb us. Let us now come to your nose. Observe the nose. Come to a particular part of the nostrils. The air comes in, cool air comes in as you breathe in, and the warm air comes out of the nostrils. Do not change the pattern of your breathing. Let the breathing happen on its own. It's a very natural process. Allow the natural process to go on. Don't hold the breath. Just allow the inhalation and exhalation to go on at its natural pace. Initially, after observing one or two inhalations, the mind will go away from the nostrils. Let it go. Again, do not disturb that going out process. Again, bring back your attention to the nostrils. Again, observe the inhalation and the exhalation. Inhalation and exhalation. Keep bringing back the mind by paying attention to the nostrils and the breathing. It will go on, this process of going away from the nostrils. The mind will go outside. That's its nature. So do not bother about it. Do not get disturbed by it. Remember to get disturbed or not to get disturbed. This choice every one of us has. Come back to the nostrils. Observe the breath. Notice how, as and when the attention starts remaining on the nostrils, the mind will start behaving. Don't feed the mind by paying attention to its movement, to its activity. Instead, keep your attention on the process of breathing. Let the simple process of breathing relax your mind. Actually, we do not allow the mind to relax. We keep feeding the mind with so many things. Again, remember, let this not be a goal of remaining on the breath, keeping your attention on the breath. Let it be just like a play. We are just playing. We are just playing through the attention towards the breath, nothing else. Let it be a non-serious affair. Be playful in observing your breath. whenever we play, remember, the burden is not there. There is joy. There is an element of happiness. And that's why we play. Keep doing this, preferably in the early mornings and in the evenings. Spare about minimum 10 minutes each, or preferably about half an hour. And remember, this half an hour is an investment for your sanity, happiness, and health. Along with the mind, as and when mind becomes lighter through less activity, through calmness, the body also becomes healthier. Both of them are connected. At the end of this small meditation, let us pray for the welfare of the whole mankind. No, this earth as such, with all its inhabitants. We have a wonderful prayer. Sarve bhavantu sukhinah, sarve santu niramayah, sarve bhadrani pashyantu, ma kaschit dukkha bhag bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Slowly open your eyes. Take the palms towards your face and press the eyes with your palms. Remember, in between a busy day or otherwise, once in a while you start paying attention to your breath. Then you'll find that throughout the day you are able to be in a poise. Then you have the remote in your own hand. Never give your remote in others' hands or events' hands. God bless you all.